Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Rick. Welcome back to a brand new YouTube video. Hope you guys are having a good day. And as you guys can see, we're going to be talking about Black Ops 7 in today's video as we are wearing a bucket hat, ladies and gentlemen. If that doesn't make you hit the like button, I don't know what else I have to do, but we need to talk about the Black Ops 7 beta as we are coming to the end of this little confusing launch of a beta that we played, as well as seeing that we are going to be playing Battlefield 6 tomorrow. There are a lot of people out there that are so done with Call of Duty and ready for Battlefield 6, and some people that are loving Call of Duty and not even wanting to play Battlefield 6. It's a lot of up and down, divided community that we are seeing within the COD community. So I would love to know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys like the beta? Did you hate it? What did you like? What did you dislike? Are you more ready for Battlefield 6? Let me know. But I feel like just as we're coming to an end here, I want to give you guys my honest thoughts and opinions on this game so far. What's good, what's bad, what needs to be changed. Because we did see a lot of changes throughout this beta, and a lot of positive things and a lot of things that didn't even get addressed that I think we just need to talk about. So, as you guys know, the first and second day of this beta, man, when this beta launched, it was some of the most unplayable, exhausting, just chaotic Call of Duty experiences I've ever had. And I've been playing this game for 16 years. I am a Call of Duty fanboy, diehard COD fan, just been waiting and just dreaming of a good Call of Duty title for, we just been experiencing some really bad ones the past few years. So I was hanging on to that last shred of hope for this beta, and when it dropped, I was like, dude, this might be the first Call of Duty title that I actually skip in 16 years. It was that bad. The SBMM was cranked up, the servers were so terrible, the TTK, or time to death, whatever you want to call it, was just unbearable, and just so many issues here and there. I mean, the doors, don't even get me started on the doors. Well, I mean, we got so much to talk about. It was just so bad that I went out and even posted a video calling it total garbage. I had a list of things I needed to talk about, and I was so upset, just like so many of other people in the Call of Duty community were as well. But of course, with all that negative feedback, as well as a lot of help from Battlefield 6 absolutely kicking Call of Duty's ass, we saw something we were not expecting from Treyarch. Now, Treyarch says they can't get rid of SBMM. They have no control over that, but it's kind of confusing when they're literally the ones adding in a no SBMM playlist. But, you know, that's another video for another time, for another day. But because of all that negative feedback, for all the people that were calling me a rage bait or a hater for no reason, because of people like myself, Fully, Nero, Blame Truth, all those guys that actually give a fuck about this franchise, we finally saw a major change in Call of Duty for once. We got an open mosh pit playlist, which is limited matchmaking, or limited SBMM. Classic matchmaking is what they called it. Basically no SBMM in this beta. And that was just something nobody was expecting, and it actually made the beta a little playable. Okay, let me tell you guys this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna say this straight off the bat. It was some of the most, it was a very confusing beta, but a lot of the times it was actually playable. It was actually fun sometimes to get on this game and be able to just know you're not getting manipulated. You're gonna play somebody that's really good, you're gonna play somebody that's really bad, you might play a mix of good, bad, average, whatever. It was just an organic experience, and when you got done with the game, it was awesome to see that you're already in another lobby with 10 seconds left on the countdown, and you're already playing the game instead of staying there waiting for minutes and minutes just to get put into SBMM hell. It was just relaxing and just nice to see. Now, when I say relaxing, I know the gameplay wasn't relaxing. I know a lot of sweats in there. That's why we need to talk about this. If Call of Duty Treyarch does not put in the matchmaking that we just saw in the open mosh pit playlist as the default matchmaking within Black Ops 7, if they don't do that by launch, if they don't come out within the next week saying this is what we're doing in regards to SBMM, they are going to lose the majority of the community. My question is, and my message to Activision, just question whatever it is, whatever you want to call it, what do you have to lose? Ever since you added in this stupid ass matchmaking, every single year you continue to see a huge decline in players playing your game. I mean, Black Ops 6 I think was the lowest we've ever seen on Steam alone, and a lot of people play on Steam. Some people like to bring up Steam numbers and say, oh, it's not worth bringing up because it doesn't, like, what are you talking about? Steam players have been on a decline for years now, and Black Ops 6 was the lowest of the low. If they don't get rid of SBMM, they are going to lose more and more players. More and more people are going to go to Battlefield 6. Battlefield 6 has a lot of people ready to go over there and just jump ship off of Call of Duty. They do. This little SBMM stuff they did brought some people back to Call of Duty. I'll be real, it got me a little hooked on. It got me hooked back on. Like, okay, let me see what you guys are cooking. But a playlist is not going to do good enough. You guys need to get rid of SBMM. You need to. That's your biggest problem within this game. Okay, that's what Call of Duty was built on. Organic matchmaking based off of ping, based off connection. Because like I said, I've been saying this for months now. If you get rid of SBMM, you solve two problems. The matchmaking problem and the server problem. As you guys saw, if you went in the open mosh pit, the server connection was always better. It was consistently very low because you're getting put in a lobby based off of where you're located and the closest server to you. So the ping is usually lower. Your shots are actually hitting. Your movement feels smoother. You're not packet bursting as much. You're still packet bursting because the servers are still absolutely dog shit. That's one thing they really need to invest money in. But again, it was more manageable. It was more fun and just playable is the word I really want to say, because a lot of times it's unplayable with SBMM. It's very unplayable. It's exhausting, and they really need to make sure that they don't fuck this up. They do not have the opportunity to do that, because if they do, if they mess this situation up, if they go down the wrong road and say, hey, we're only going to put one playlist in there and everything else is the rest of SBMM, they're not going to be able to make it. They're not going to be able to make it in Black Ops 7. So I think that's the biggest issue. And I'm telling you guys, the open matchmaking was a lot of fun. It was a lot of just OG Call of Duty feeling. Now, the movements, we're going to talk about this right now, pros and cons and everything about the beta. After all the changes and everything, I'm going to tell you guys right now, we're going to start off with the cons, because last time I think I start off with the cons as well. Movements, man. You guys know I love movement. You're probably watching the gameplay right now and saying, why are you talking shit about movement? You're a sweat, you blah, yada, yada. I get it. But even I, as a sweat, understand that this movement is getting a little out of control. I understand the wall jumping's cool and all. I get it. But this sliding stuff, this spam, you know, slide canceling, just needs to go. It needs to go, or at least nerf it some bit, because the fact that you can slide left, right, backwards, forwards 20 feet on concrete, rock, whatever, it's just getting a little out of hand, man. It's getting a little out of hand. This wall jumping, you're jumping like 20 feet in the air. That's kind of insane. And when I first heard of wall jumping, I was expecting it to be maybe 5-10 feet at the most. Man, you're fucking flying. It literally feels like you have a jetpack on and you're playing Advanced Warfare. I don't know. The movement definitely does need a nerf, because that's getting a little exhausting. Because if you're not good at movement, if you're not able to, or even if you are good with movement, it's just like, I don't think the servers can keep up with it. I don't think that it's manageable if you want to play this game for hours and hours like we used to back in the day. Just nerf it. Not saying get rid of it. And you guys, like I said, I'm a movement fucking, not demon, but, you know, I like to sweat and use the movement to my advantage. I've worked really hard at getting a little used to the movement, but even I realize that it's getting a little too much, especially with this advanced wall jumping stuff. So that needs to stop. The TTK are time to death. I don't really think, I mean, sometimes, I'm gonna tell you guys, I don't know if you're watching the gameplay, what gameplay's even playing. Sometimes I feel like I'm insta-killing people. And I know the headshot multiplier might be a little too high. They're gonna do adjustments. I get that. These are changes that they're able to make. But let me tell you, the time to death, sometimes it says I get shot 5 times. I can't even believe it. I can't even believe it. It feels like I'm playing hardcore and core mode. I'm dying so fast. Again, invest in the servers. I think that can fix the problem quite a bit. But maybe the TTK needs to be adjusted. It's getting a little out of control. It's probably the fastest we've seen since Call of Duty Ghosts and COD Ghosts, man. If you guys haven't played that, go look at some gameplay. You die so fast in that game. It's actually unbelievable. I don't know if this has been addressed, but it seems like a common problem for at least myself and my viewers. I would love to know what you guys think. Audio. I feel like I can hear people better further away than when they're right next to me. I don't understand how they continue to get this audio stuff wrong, because it's the what Call of Duty number is this, like 20 something, I don't know, and they continue to not be able to get the audio right. It's a copy and paste from Black Ops 6. Why is it not the same audio as Black Ops 6? Because I can hear pretty good in Black Ops 6 multiplayer. Make it the exact same. Everything else is almost like a copy and paste. The audio needs to be adjusted. Obviously, that's something they can change within the next month until they launch this game, but I mean, the first few days it was bad. It got a little better, but I didn't see any tweet talking about the audio, so maybe it was just me fixing some settings, even though I had the same settings, I feel like, the entire time. I don't know. They definitely need to fix the audio, TTK, SBMM servers. And the last thing I'm going to talk about, because this is just pathetic, and I really, really think this is a big issue. And it's just something so minor, but it's so, like, severe in my eyes. These doors, I don't know what the obsession is with Call of Duty and doors and just wanting to have just this unnecessary stuff in their game. Get it out. We've been calling for manual doors, one you bust open or you can close yourself. We've been calling for those to get out. Why the hell do you think we would want automatic doors? And make it even worse, automatic door with the head head glitching spot right there. It seems like every single door that's in this game has a head glitching spot on the other side of it. And everybody's gonna say, well, you can shoot the door open and see. Like, I shouldn't have to shoot the door. I shouldn't have to do any of that shit. If we're gonna have doors, I'd rather have a manual fucking door instead of one that's gonna give away my position every single time I walk up to it. Especially if there's gonna be somebody sitting in a corner and the door can stay closed, because I don't get it, man. Get the doors out. You guys are having door meetings at Treyarch. You're spending your time on that bullshit. Just get it out of the fucking game. Call of Duty was fine without doors for how many years back in the Prime days, and now you want to go and fucking bring them in? Makes no sense to me. But the cons are, the good thing is they're able to be adjusted. We saw changes to the doors. We saw changes to the time to kill, I guess, even though it doesn't really seem like it. I feel like that's more of a server issue. I could be totally wrong. We saw some other changes in the game as well, SBMM, stuff like that. I'm just hoping that they do these other changes to make it more playable. I don't think they're going to nerf the movement. That's my biggest fear, because let me tell you, that gets exhausting. Even me, I know I have to use that movement to be able to play good because other people are doing it. It just gets like, I can't play it longer than an hour, hour and a half. I'm just too exhausted. I feel like that's why I'm more excited for Battlefield 6, because it's like, I don't know, am I getting fucking old? I don't know what it is, but good God. Let me talk about the pros, man. The SBMM is also a pro. It's just, it needs to be the default matchmaking. I can't stress it enough. It needs to be default matchmaking so everybody's in there. If you need to maybe protect the very, very low, I'm talking about like 0.3 or 0.4 KD and under, you protect them and just make it to where it's not possible to reverse boost or two box in there. Basically saying if you're partied up with somebody who clearly is two boxing, meaning they have like a fucking 4 KD and they're partied up with somebody that has a 0 KD, make it to where they can't two box into that. That would be awesome. But I mean, just get SBMM out of the game. Just get it out of the game and just go back to the Prime days. You solve two issues in one and just make it to where everything is organic. And let me tell you guys the best thing about it, bro. A lot of people are very good at Call of Duty nowadays. A lot of people don't like to admit that. A lot of people keep claiming that there's a lot of sweats. Of course there's sweats in these lobbies, because again, it's a playlist, but the average Call of Duty player, I feel like, is pretty good, especially when you have aim assist, which is as broken as it's ever been in this game. And with the time to kill, especially, a lot of people can be decent at the game. A lot of people can be decent at the game. So just making it take away SBMM, it just gives you that 1 KD player and the 3 KD player and the 0.7 KD player and the 1.7. It just makes it more organic. And if you even need to, go the Battlefield route, where you go based off a ping, and when you have the lobby together, do an SBMM algorithm that makes the teams a little fair, or at least team balancing wise. Do what you gotta do. That's a pro. The maps overall, I feel like were very decent. The only thing I feel like laying it down was the doors and a little bit maybe too many head glitching spots, but overall, out of all of these maps, I think majority of them were a lot better than most of the Black Ops 6, if not all the Black Ops 6 maps. Obviously, there's some good Black Ops 6 maps. I like Skyline, I like other ones, but overall, I was enjoying myself on Blackheart, on Cortex. Once in a while, Forged, a lot of head glitching spots here and there, just the doors, I don't know, but overall, I was enjoying my experience with the maps. The guns felt smooth, they felt very good. Obviously, you got metas. I'm hoping that they do some adjustments there. TTK again there with that, but the movement felt clean when the servers were good, basically meaning when SBMM was taken out. Again, I feel like they should nerf it a little bit, but it did feel clean, and it was just, it was more enjoyable as time went on. I'm just fearing that it's going to be one of those games where you can't play too long, though. You can't play too long. And again, I'm telling you, bro, if they don't get rid of SBMM, nothing's going to change. Nothing's going to change. Everybody's going to leave. And I really feel like they're going to get rid of it. I really do. I'm posting this on October 9th, and we're going to see what happens. We're going to see what they say within the next week or so. If they don't get rid of SBMM, I don't know how they survive this. I don't. But I just feel like that's the only thing that can make it good. So overall, it's like Black Ops 6. It plays a lot like Black Ops 6. Got a few things here and there that are different, but it's not really. It is a DLC. It should not be $70. It should be $40 at most. And my honest opinion, it should be a free game. But I just think that they have potential here. They do have potential. It's just, we don't know. We won't know what they're going to do until a week or so. And honestly, a lot of it comes down to the content as well. Are they going to be very consistent on the content? They're talking up a lot of content supposed to be coming to this game. We'll see how that goes, but none of that fucking matters if SBMM's in the game. And the anti-cheat, I guess, is doing decent. I'm still facing cheaters here and there, so I don't know. There's a lot of big question marks, but I will be the first one to admit I am called a Call of Duty hater, rage baiter, whatever you want to call me. If you made it this far, I'm just going to make sure I say this. As the beta went on, the better it was for me. It started off like this because I was like, okay, it feels good. And then as I started playing more the first and second day, it fucking shot down like a freaking cannonball in the pool, let me tell ya. But then when they started making some changes, it started to settle and slightly go up again. So I'm just going to say this. I'm hoping and praying that Treyarch sees this video or sees other people's video and just understands the main change we need. There's just one change. Take it one step at a time. One simple change. You showed how easy it was to do it. Get rid of skill-based matchmaking. I can't stress it enough. If you want to save this game, if you want to make the game playable again, if you want us to feel like Prime Call of Duty or just some type of feeling of the Prime days of Call of Duty are coming back, you got to get rid of it. You got to get rid of it. Otherwise, you're going to fail. You're going to fucking fail. Black Ops 7, dear Treyarch, dear Activision, whoever's watching, you need to do that. And after that's done, after you see the amazing feedback that you're going to get from the community, focus on the servers next, or focus on the anti-cheat. Do something to continue to make this game better. Fuck the Call of Duty store. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about anything about that bullshit. Focus on the gameplay itself. Save that first, and then you can go on to the other shit that for some reason you want to continue to keep on working on. I don't know, man. Let me know what you guys think. I wanted to be brutally honest, as I always am about this. I don't think I can play this game longer than an hour and a half, 2 hours every single day, or I might need some breaks because it is sweaty. It's still very sweaty. But the no SBMM was at least just showing me that it is possible for changes to be made. It is possible to have decent server connection, even with the dog shit servers we have, and we might see some major changes coming up. I don't know, man. I would love to have played 2 games. I would love for Battlefield 6 to be great and Call of Duty to be great. What would be better than going home after a long work shift and say, wow, which game do I get to choose? Wow, I got 2 really good games. Like, what mood am I in? Am I cracked up? I have a lot of energy and I want to play Call of Duty? Or do I feel like relaxing and playing more of a chill game like Battlefield 6? Wouldn't that be amazing? And then you add GTA 6 into the mix next spring? Oh my God, wouldn't it be fucking dream time in the Rick house? Good golly, I love dream time. Let me know what you guys think. I would really appreciate your guys' comments down below. Please hit that like button. I mean, isn't it crazy that I'm called a Call of Duty hater, yet a lot of my videos are just like this, even though I'm a little calmer? Maybe it's the bucket hat. I don't know. It's just ridiculous that people don't get this far in the videos and actually hear me out and listen to what I have to say. But Black Ops 7, it started off as a 5 or 6. First and second day went by, and man, was I at like a 2 or 3. Absolute terrible experience. And now we're getting closer to around a 5 or 6 again. So we'll see what happens. They got a lot of changes that need to be made. They got a long way to go. Don't get me wrong, but they got a month to make some basic changes with the audio, TTK, other stuff. Get the fucking doors out of the game. I'm telling you, man. I don't know, but how about that commentary going off the... I'm free balling. I'm free balling here, and I'm free balling here. I'm not even bullshitting you guys. If you wear underwear, what the fuck you doing? What am I saying now? I gotta get off this. Hope you guys have a great day. I'm out this bitch. Have a wonderful time. I'll see you guys in the stream tomorrow for Battlefield 6. Good golly, it's gonna be a great time. I'll see you guys there. Love you guys. Stay safe. I'm out. Peace.